different types of optical fiber cables available. In today's talk, we are going to see the fiber classification which we are widely using. So the optical fiber cables can be majorly classified on two different parameters. One is based on refractive index profile and another one is based on mode propagation. So based on the refractive index profile, fibers can be classified into two types. One is the step index fiber, another one is graded index fiber. Step is indicating the abrupt change. Index is indicating the refractive index. Already we know that the light ray must be confined to the optical fiber core medium for the proper propagation. So index is representing refractive index of the core medium. If the refractive index of the core medium changes suddenly or abruptly at core cladding interface, such kind of fibers are called as the step index fibers. And if the refractive index of the core varies gradually, then that fiber is the graded index fiber. So how the refractive index of the core medium is varying, based on that parameter, optical fiber cables are either classified as step index fibers or graded index fibers. And one more classification is based on the mode propagation. Suppose if you take one optical fiber cable, that particular optical fiber cable will allow certain number of light rays to propagate. If any fiber allows only one light mode to propagate, that is the single mode fiber. And if the fiber cable accommodates multiple number of modes to propagate, that is the multi-mode fiber. So in single mode fiber, only one light ray will propagate, whereas in multi-mode fibers, multiple number of light modes will be propagated. In addition with these classifications, in recent trends, some special optical fiber cables are also manufactured to compensate the dispersion losses. In the very first introductory classes, I have explained you that wherever the light ray is propagating through the transmission medium, within that optical fiber cable, it will undergo different types of attenuation losses and dispersion losses. And to compensate those dispersion losses, some special kind of optical fiber cables are manufactured. They are dispersion shifted fibers, non-zero dispersion shifted fibers, and dispersion compensated fibers. So in our syllabus, we are having these two kinds. So based on this, fibers can be, we can classify the fibers of majorly four types: single mode step index fiber, multi-mode step index fiber, single mode graded index fiber, and multi-mode graded index fiber. So about these four different types we are going to learn now. Now let us see how the refractive index of the core will affect the light propagation in the optical fibers. Right? Now consider an optical fiber cable. So here with the blue colored one, here you can see this is the core medium, and this core refractive index is N1, and this core is surrounded by cladding whose refractive index is slightly less than cladding. So this is the cladding medium. Now our focus is on refractive index of the core. So here extend this one. So this portion, this is indicating the core medium, and this line is the core axis. Above core axis, this is nothing but the core radius A. So here also core radius A. Then what is the core diameter? Core diameter D is equal to 2A, And now consider this x as the radial distance, and whenever if this radial distance x is less than a, which material is being represented? It is representing the core medium. And if this radial distance is greater than a, this is the center of the core axis, from this if it is greater than a, that is representing cladding medium. So in the core medium, that means for a radial distance which is less than the core radius, if the refractive index is constant, then that is the step index fiber. Now you can see, so here this is the core. So throughout this core, refractive index is constant, whose value is specified as n1 here. And whenever the radial distance crosses a, then that material is representing cladding medium. So for this cladding medium, refractive index is n2. So here this n1 is greater than n2 and n1 is constant. If refractive index of the core medium is constant, then that is the step index fiber. And if you observe at the core cladding interface, the refractive index value abruptly changes from n1 value to n2 value. This change is the sudden change. So because of this sudden step change in the refractive index, we are calling this particular fiber as the step index fiber. And now coming to the second type of optical fiber cable, which is the graded index optical fiber cable. In graded index means the refractive index of the core is gradually varying. So because of the gradual variation in the refractive index, we are calling this particular fiber as the graded index fiber. So now look at this diagram. So in this here this is the core medium. This is the core medium, and this core is surrounded by cladding, and here this is the center of the fiber axis. So in graded index fiber, the refractive index is maximum at the center of the fiber, means here refractive index is maximum at the center of the fiber, and if we move towards the cladding, the refractive index value will be gradually decreasing, and at the core cladding boundary, the refractive index value will be changed to n2. So in the core medium, refractive index is constant or is it varying? Refractive index is varying gradually. Its value is maximum at the core axis, and it is decreasing gradually while it is moving towards the cladding. And in cladding, the refractive index is n2. So because of this gradual change, this is called as graded index fiber. So these are the two major types of the optical fiber cables we are using in our optical communication. And now you can clearly see the refractive index profile of both step index fiber and graded index fiber. Let us consider R is the radial distance. So for that, you consider the optical fiber cable. This is the core medium. Draw a surface of separation between free space and core, and this core medium is surrounded by cladding, and now consider this is the radial distance R, and draw a core axis or fiber axis and represent core radius. So with respect to this fiber, you can observe the refractive index profile. So now we concentrate on refractive index profile of step index fiber. In this, radial distance is R, A is the core radius, and here this is also A, right? So totally this is the core diameter. So whenever this R value is less than A, it is representing core medium, and here the refractive index of the core is constant, that is equal to N1, you can see here. And whenever it crosses A value, then refractive index value will be suddenly decreased to N2. So here N1 is greater than N2. And whereas in case of graded index fibers, similarly, whenever R value is less than A, that means that is representing core. In the core, the refractive index is gradually varying, and in cladding the refractive index value is maintaining constant, that is N2, and here also N1 is greater than N2. Since this gradual variation, we are calling it as graded index fiber. But here in this diagram, I have shown only the parabolic profile for this graded index fiber, but the graded index fibers can be manufactured with different refractive index profiles. Other than this parabolic profile, there may be the triangular profile, or there may be some step profile also. So the shape of the refractive index profile, that depends on alpha profile function. And if alpha is equal to 2, this graded index fiber will give the best performance, and this alpha is equal to 2, it is representing parabolic profile. So whatever the refractive index profile you are observing here, this is the parabolic profile. Alpha value is equal to 2, and if alpha value is equal to infinity, then this graded index fiber will behave as the step index fiber. So for this particular condition, the core refractive index will be maintained as constant. So for alpha is equal to infinity, the graded index fiber will function as the step index fiber, and for alpha is equal to 2, it will give the best performance, and it will provide very low attenuation losses.